The market pushes slightly higher before selling off into the close. Is it time for the pullback we talked about? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we were talking about a pullback, and the market pushed up to that 1618 fib we talked about at the 4015 level and then started to sell off from there. Now it looks like we could be starting in that wave 4 of 3 pullback, or possibly even a wave 2. I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, so the market pushed up and did touch that 4015 area we talked about in yesterday's video and then started to sell. So let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. And you know, if you're following the channel, we've been tracking this ABC higher. We hit the A wave up, B down, and we're in this C wave higher that's currently tracking towards 4180. However, that could change just depending on how things play out from here. And we're going to go over those scenarios now. But what we did do is we crushed this move up. We got in at about 374 on the SPY and sold today at just over 400 for about a 26-point gain on this move up. So an excellent swing trade in our room following the swing trade we had that brought us down to this level where we absolutely crushed that short. So Elliott Wave gives us excellent support levels, gives us excellent targets for moves so that we could do these kind of things and make money trading. So today, the market kind of pushed up a little bit. It hit the 1618, so you know I was targeting that as the extension. I talked about it in yesterday's video. I said we came up just a little bit short of it right here. And they did elect to come back and go ahead and tag that fib before they started selling off straight down from there. And it does look like we have the potential to be starting this wave 4 or potentially a bigger wave 2 down. So the primary path is still what we have on the screen here, where we're looking for like wave 1 and 2. This would complete wave 3 of 3, and then you have wave 4 of 3 down, and the target for that is 3952 to 3915. If it goes below 3915, that's a warning that this wave 4 isn't going to play out the way we thought, and we might be looking at a wave 2 that'll be a little bit deeper than we anticipated. So a wave 4 down to 3952 to 3914, anywhere in that region is acceptable. A bounce up and targeting the 4080 area, which happens to be also where the 200 moving average on the daily chart is pretty much exactly. So you've got this 2.0 fib there. You've got the 200 moving average on the daily chart. Very good confluence here. That would give us a rejection for the first attempt. Then another pullback in wave 4 back toward that 3950 area before pushing up in 5 towards 4180 to complete this B wave. And then we would look for a very sharp sell-off in C down to the 2000s area where we're targeting 2500 to 2900. So that is what we're looking at right now as our primary path. The alternate path, in case this support can't hold, okay, is that this is wave 1 of C up. This whole move here is wave 1 of C up. Then you'd get wave 2 of C down toward the 3830 region to 3812. Okay, and there you'd look for support to hold, and then you'd start 3 of C higher, and you'd look for 3, 4, 5 to take us up to the 4200 to 4300 region. And in the back of my mind, I do feel like this could play out because that was my initial target for this move up was 42 to 4300, and we're going to come up short of that given the structure that we have as is. As is, it's targeting about 4180, which is not, I don't think it's going to be high enough for that C wave personally. So I am watching for this wave 4 support very closely. If it breaks below this 3914 level, it's very likely we come back and challenge this trend line down here at 3812, which also happens to be a perfect retrace area for wave 2. It's funny how they line these things up with Elliott Wave fib levels. So again, for the wave 4, 3950 to 3914, then higher up towards the 4080 area, where again, that's where the 200 moving average is. Funny how that lines up. And if that doesn't hold, we'd look for them to bounce near the trend line here, down around 3812 to 3830, and then push higher in wave 3 from there. All right, over on the NASDAQ. Okay, we have very similar patterns playing out, which is often the case with these two indexes. They very much trade in step. So on the NASDAQ, we're looking at wave 1 up, wave 2 down. They actually pushed well over the 168 on the 1618 on the NASDAQ. So we're looking for wave 3 to be potentially done. Up here just shy of the 2.0 extension at the 12,020 area. Then we'd look for wave 4 down to hold 11,650 down to 11,563. And if they break below 11,422, that's a warning sign that this wave 4 isn't playing out as we thought. So 11,650 down to 11,422 is the support area for this wave 4. Then you'd look for wave 5 higher up toward the 12,390 region to complete this C wave up. Okay, and then we would look for a C wave down to sell off very sharply from there, because this whole move up would complete a wave B. So you'd have wave A, B, and C to complete this bracketed B. So you have this A wave down here, this bracketed A, this A, B, C up would complete bracketed B, and then we'd look for a C wave sell-off to the downside, all right, down towards the 5,000 area on the NASDAQ. So the alternate path on the NASDAQ is, if they can't hold this wave 4 support at 11,422, we're looking for a deeper drop in a wave 2, where this would be just a bigger diagonal up, and you have a wave 2 down toward the 11,124 to 11,194 area, and from there you would look for wave 3 to come back up and take out this high. So those are the two paths we're tracking on the NASDAQ, very similar to the ES, where we have a shallow pullback option and a deeper pullback option, and how deep the pullback is will tell us which path we're in. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it will take you right over to the web page. Once you're over there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial, because I want you to get in there. I want you to become part of our trading team, and I want you to make sure you love it before you ever spend a penny. All right? You can cancel at any time. Okay, so in my Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, as well as a midday Elliott Wave video where I break down what's going on in the market in the middle of the day. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are interested in day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that just crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price, and he gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. It's something you really have to see to understand, and it's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account, trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account, averaging 3 to 4% gains per week. Guys, we would love to have you in these rooms so we can make some money together. All right, key takeaways for today. The pullbacks will tell the story. Can they extend higher? Of course they can. Of course they can push it higher in this wave 3 and continue on, but it does look like we're getting the pullback started, and the depth of the pullback will tell the story. Below 39.14 on the ES tells us we're most likely in a wave 2 of C that would bring us down into the 38.12, 38.30 area. If they can hold that 38.14, then we'd look for a push higher towards the 40.80 area. Over on the NASDAQ, we would look for the pullback to hold the 11.422 area and then push higher in wave 5 towards 12.390. However, if they cannot hold 11.422 and move deeper toward 11.124, then it's more likely we're in a wave 2 of C with 3, 4, and 5 to come up toward that 13,000 plus area. Guys, that is your market update for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.